Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. The power of thick skin. The power of thick skin. And basically thick skin means rejection don't even mess with you. And that people underestimate that. Because see, a big problem with a lot of men in the game of man against woman is the fear of rejection. I mean, some guys get messed up by it. That's why you get some guys, they thinking about a rejection that happened to them in high school. They can be in their 40s or 50s still talking about it. And it gets deep with that because the man's imprint is partly mental. The man's imprint is partly mental. He develops that fight or flight response in regards to how he deals with attractive women. Oh, okay, that's cool. But it can also build up your strength. See, I'm gonna tell you what, a lot of times a man might not approach women. Like you get a lot of guys, there's a lot of talk about men not approaching women. Why? They're scared of rejection. They're scared of what she could do. They're scared of how he can make her, how she can make him feel. That's that's major. But if you got thick skin, you don't give a fuck. You know, you don't give a fuck. Indeed, you get a lot of guys be talking about those thugs, those Pookie and Ray Rays. I don't know what they call them in other communities and everything, but I'll say those overall street dudes. And you get a lot of guys, they be like, well, you know, that woman might reject me, or, you know, she might say this, or, you know, they get intimidated. They're actually intimidated. There's a lot of men, they're intimidated by their more attractive woman, so they'll get the lower hanging fruit. It's a real thing. Yeah, a man can feel all of that, you know? And it's like I say, it's understandable, but shoot, you know you want that fine woman with those big old breasts and big old butt dump pretty face. You know you want her. But a lot of guys, you know what, in fact, this is part of this whole industry, how to get them. Guys be doing all this other stuff. But if you got thick skin, you don't give a fuck. You just walk up to her. And if she rejects you, she reject you. Like 99% of women, if they reject you, they're going to be polite. Then you get that other 1%, oh yeah, they're going to be mean about it. But even someone with thick skin, don't give a fuck. Like I was talking about like those street dudes and stuff. One of the things they got is a thick skin. They don't care. They like whatever and stuff. I'm gonna tell you what, that's been one of my things. People don't know how Rom has been rejected. Now I said I've never really been played, but I never once said I had never been rejected. And shoot, I can laugh about sometimes, or being a fifth wheel or something like that. And shoot. Oh man, been a fifth wheel a few times. You know, there was one situation, I don't want to get too deep into this one situation. Let's just say it was a social circle. All the guys getting something but me. This when I was younger. But I was still cool with that shit. In fact, some of the women they admired it, they say, damn, you know, Ron being cool with it. It is what it is. It is what it is. And it wasn't a situation I'm thinking, oh, well, I ain't need them anyway. I was like, they just didn't want me, you know? But my feeling was this. Because as I said, when I was younger, I was way more aggressive. I'm just chilled now, you know. It's like that story of the old bull and the young bull. You know, the young bull looked up at the old bull and said, hey, Pops, let's run down there and get some of those Guernseys, those cows, female cows. And the old bull was like, nah, let's walk down there and get them all. You just chill out. But when I was young, I was that young bull. I was like, you know, full speed ahead. You know why? Because the thought of that fine woman with her legs wrapped around my back, my head buried in her breasts, and just having fun with it, getting that pleasure, outweighed any fear. Outweighed any fear. And I just say, hey, that's just part of the game, you know. Like I always use a basketball analogy, even the best players in the world miss key shots during games. Seriously, you got to just take the shot. Because my feeling was, I'd rather know I took the shot than be sitting back and think, oh, what I could have done. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have that to this day. And if you get rejected, you get rejected. Because I'm going to tell you something now. If you strong mentally, ain't nothing they can say or do. You ain't worried about these women. You know. Because I'm going to tell you what. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you can call yourself a Chad, ASP, Mr. Goodbar, whatever term you want to use, alpha. There's going to be somebody who ain't feeling. Then what you going to do? In fact, I've had several players hit me up. They can get every woman, but they going crazy over that. It's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. The most you can do from it is just learn from it. But once you get that thick skin, especially if you know you ain't even in that like top physical category, but you can still get yours. And I've called it bold game. And I got a series on Rom TV talking about bold game. You just don't care. You just go for it. You ain't going with fear. You're not moving with fear because fear stops you. Because I'm going to tell you what, a lot of times, many women, they like a guy who's bold with it. They like a guy. Because think about something with women. By nature, they are risk averse. They want to play it safe by nature. And that's one thing that touches them. A guy that's just moving through life fearlessly. No fear in him. Especially when talking to women. First of all, women, they ain't gonna bite you unless you want them to. They're not gonna do that. They ain't gonna bite you. They can't hurt you. And shoot, in 99% of cases, they ain't physically stronger than you. And if they are, most of the time, body game. So it's like, okay, what can she do? You know, you gotta have that skin. You gotta be able to take it. And if that, I'm gonna tell you what too, on another level, it messes with them because a woman knows her weapon is her mouth. If what she say to you, just like, what can she do? A lot of guys worrying about it because I'm gonna tell you something now. Even in these spaces saying this and that about a woman, a lot of women getting off on it because they know they can mess with your head. But if you just like, boom. It's powerful in so many ways. And I'm gonna tell you what, it even goes beyond women. The fact of the matter is, you're gonna come against people who are gonna try to mess with you, throw you off. You're gonna get rejected in a job. Even a successful businessman, he's gonna have some occasions where the deal might not go through. And people are always gonna say something. But if you just like, you know, if you just like, in fact, that's been something with me. People been in my presence and they say, you know, Rom, you got kind of a mean look. Thick skin. I've been through some stuff. I've had some stuff said to me. I'll tell you what, with me too, another thing. You know, when I was younger, shoot, Rom used to get picked on. Until I hit that growth spurt, but I learned to stay strong through all of that. Yeah, that growth spurt though, I was fighting every day after that. But it's very powerful, that just with women, just with life. So you want to really work on that. Because remember, if it can't physically kill you, don't let it mentally kill you. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for now. And check out that link to Bold Game. All right? And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.